Did you play our love off key? Was it predictably a slightly different harmony that changed my sensitive mind? Did the world simply turn away from the needs of my passionate man? Was he lost before he began? Was there no one to understand my sensitive, passionate man? Retouched smiles, hidden tears, who changed the laughter that filled those years, who swept away the yesterdays of my sensitive, passionate man.
The food was excellent, right? The food was excellent.
Thank you.
Good night.
Have another anniversary
Take it
next week. Oh, at least next year. Thank you so much.
I want to thank you. My wife thanks you. My sister thanks you. Babysitter thanks you. $3 an hour. She ought to thank you.
Hey, you couldn't invite us in for a drink.
We could. We won't. Good night.
Good night, Pat. Good night, Jeff.
We'll just watch you walk in.
We just want to make sure you don't get mugged.
We will not get mugged.
I promise you.
She promises.
Good night. All right. Thank you. It was great.
No.
Good night. Hi.
I need a drink.
And you sneaks, you never let on. Not one. You kept our boys up this late. Shame on you all. Everybody say goodnight to Carrie and Dan. Good night. Well, darling.
This is your life, Michael and Marjorie Delaney.
How did you do it without our catching on?
I sneaked in and borrowed your photo album.
I don't believe it. Oh, no. Oh, this is one. Look, this is where Michael and I met. It was, I had left accidentally my poetry book on the campus lawn.
And I found it, and then I went in search of the giggling freshman whose dishes I dutifully washed, and I found it.
You know what he did? He memorized the entire poem just to impress me.
And I hate Rupert Brooke, but I have remembered it, and I will now recite. These things I have loved. White plates and cups clean gleaming. I can identify with those lines. I've washed all the damn cups. If you want the further recitation, said Michael Delaney, follow me. Let's see, where was I? Gleaming cups and... Oh, yes, ringed with blue lines and feathery fairy dust. Wet roofs underneath the lamplight. The strong
crust of friendly bread with many tasting food. Rainbows and blue, bitter smoke of wood.
Oh, stop it, you two. Has anybody told you that there is no love over 40? Only death and taxes.
The great lover.
Oh, Michael?
No, that's the name of the poem. He's the great dishwasher. Michael, did you really take such a grungy job?
Yeah, it will.
I know how it was. The old man was too tight, huh, Michael?
No, too dead.
I'll get more ice. Pat?
Oh, hey, Michael, I almost forgot. More congratulations.
What?
what? Well, now that the hush-hush secrecy is over, we have the fruits of the labor of your think tank operation. You know, you should be very proud of that fireproof insulation you've developed.
It was a group effort.
Hey, would somebody translate that into English?
Well, Michael's egghead group of physicists, while working on the space program, came up with an incredible aid to home safety.
That's very impressive.
I think I better go impress my wife.
Oh, how beautiful. All crystal with a crystal boutique.
Oh, it is so delicate. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Oh, look what Michael gave me. Oh, Michael. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh. I thought you were told to go to bed.
How come I'm not in any of those pictures?
Ask your daddy.
Yeah, how come?
Ask your mommy.
Because you hadn't happened yet. But you were on our mind. Scoot, get up there.
Doing very well today, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Thank you.
Great shot, Delaney. I hate you.
Reward time.
Come on.
Take it easy, Michael. It's only a game.
Hit it again, Michael.
I admire your patience with that, Pat.
Anything to stop smoking. Maybe I should get Jack to take it up. He might be better at it.
Maybe they should both take up needle.
Oh, can't you see that? But don't laugh. A lot of macho athletes are taking it up. Did you know I had an uncle in Bangor who weaves the most magnificent rugs? We call him our 90-year-old hooker.
Oh, Pat.
Mommy, when do I get my lesson?
Oh, your daddy's almost finished, sweetheart. Why don't you sit down and wait? It won't be long.
Good point, Michael.
I love you, Jack, even if you lose.
40 love again.
Come on, Michael. It's set point. Get it over with.
Yay, Daddy!
I will deal with you later.
Come on, Delaney. Trouble is, Michael, now that Lockheed blew its cover, your whole industry is suspect.
You by association lawyer, you should know better than that.
What makes your precious Hollowell aerodynamics different? I mean, don't kid yourselves. They're all in the prize.
Some more vodka, please.
Well, say they're going to sell planes, right?
We lost the contract, so that proves we are clean. Besides, I am not in sales.
Hey, Michael.
No.
What do you do over there these days now there's no more space program?
Play chess with the computer. Move your drinks to Shea Delaney.
Oh, boy, I'm too old for this.
call me and
Everybody, where are you?
Well, I guess this weekend's over.
Buenas noches, party poopers. Buenas noches.
I don't know how your science whiz does it, but I gotta be in court 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Healthy living and clean thinking.
Clean thing.
Hey, what's it, Michael? What's it?
Hey, I'm sorry, baby.
Good night, Marjorie.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Good night, Marjorie.
Hey, I'm sorry. The night is young.
You are so beautiful.
To be continued next week.
Good night, George. Good night. Thanks
Good night.
for coming by. Why does the party always have to be at our house?
You want to wrestle?
No.
I let you in.
You just gonna lie there all night?
Not alone.
Not much. None.
I have been so great. I love her. Filled my days so proudly with the splendor of love's praise. The pain and the calm. The astonishment. Desire.
Michael,
I'm still guilty.
is everything all right?
I hear a poem I wrote. The Arrow of Space. Illustrated by Michael Delaney. Nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts. Where a man works, he learns to cut throats.
I love you, Michael. You are all I need. I don't even need this house. This house and all the things that go with it. Sometimes I think we went in too deep. We built the pool. We haven't even finished doing the
I worked for everything in this house.
Things are not important to me. You are important to me, not things.
What? There's a but, isn't it?
No buts. I guess I just miss the easy life we had once. Whatever you want, I want.
I want you.
Hey, dummy, not like that.
This knife is no good.
You know what your daddy says, if at first you don't succeed, eat with your fingers. Hi, Dad.
Hello, group.
Hi, Dad.
Eat.
Daddy's right. Eat. Rough day?
How can you tell?
By the thud, thud, thud of your briefcase.
Reward time.
Daddy, did you bring it home?
Did I bring what home?
You know. Are you teasing, Daddy?
Teasing about what?
I bet he hid it. Is it here?
No, you're cold.
Am I warm?
No, you're cold, he's tepid.
What's tepid?
Look it up in the dictionary. It rhymes with oven.
It's in the oven.
That is a top secret design of your daddy's work.
Really top secret?
Well, now that the government's making him, I guess that secret can be shared with members of the immediate family, if they can be trusted.
I can be trusted, honest.
Are your rooms together?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Out. Out.
You're gonna get fat.
I'll cut out the olives.
Daddy, I'm not sleepy.
Out. You know, this is Mommy and Daddy's private time.
Aren't you gonna count? Come on, Daddy. Please count for me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I love you.
Why?
Because you're a genius. You have such patience and skill at getting those boys to do precisely what you want them to do.
Thank you.
And how come when I count, I get nothing?
Because you don't count backwards. For instance, 7, 6, 5.
Mike, the stew is ready.
Well, let it stew.
We gotta eat. Do you love me?
You are loved.
Am I? Am I loved?
Like this bird. You're fragile and delicate and...
Yes, I'm like glass. Easily broken.
Not easily broken. Just... that you must be gently handled. Gently handled.
Just love me. Here's your butter, sweetheart.
Any more juice?
Here, finish that one.
Ooh, this orange juice tastes weird. Really weird. That's Daddy's glass. What's in your juice, Dad?
Your daddy made a mistake.
Yes, son, I made a mistake. I should have put the vodka in the cereal. Instead, I put the vodka in the orange juice, and then we'll put the orange juice in the vodka in the cereal. And see if the cereal will speak.
Michael.
Snap, crackle, and hiccup.
Dad, I got a problem. Could you help me, please?
What's your problem, son?
Well, it's my math homework. I couldn't finish it.
How long before you have to go to school?
About 15 minutes.
Well, let's get to it.
Finish your cereal. Cindy?
Mrs. Delaney.
I came by to surprise my husband and take him to lunch, but seems the surprise is on me. They didn't tell me they moved his office. Where is he?
He was fired.
When?
2 weeks ago. He made me promise not to tell you. He said if you called, I was always to say he was out or at a meeting. I didn't want to do it. I'm not good at lying.
Oh, no, he always said you were loyal. You did the right thing.
He said he'd tell you when he found the right moment. Please don't tell him I told you.
I won't.
I'm so sorry. I really loved working for him. He's so terrific. He made me laugh all the time.
Well, don't talk about him in the past tense. He's not dead, you know. Thank you, Cindy.
Goodbye, Mrs. Delaney.
Reward time? How was your day?
Well, it was your average, humdrum, okay type of day. How are the boys?
Under control.
No countdowns?
Just one.
May I make you a drink? Well, it cost me a lot.
It's really upset. Then the guy has the nerve to complain about a big fee.
Fees? Fees? Let me hear about fees, lawyer. I want to hear about me. What kind of fee, lawyer?
Michael?
Michael, it's late. I think it's about time to break
Now, hold it! Just hold it a minute. You know, what do you say to all those poor suckers that come into you and say,
Look, Mike.
Hey, hold it! Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Lawyer, save me.
Michael, will you knock
Getting
it
very
off?
late.
Come on, will you?
Mr. Lawyer.
It's getting late, Michael. Come on.
What, you have to get up in the morning? You have to go to work?
Michael.
No, do you have to go to work? Well, Mr. Delaney goes to work. Mrs. Delaney doesn't go to work, does Mrs. Delaney? No, Mr. Delaney paid for the house. Mr. Delaney paid for the pool.
Yes.
Mr. Delaney paid for all that, didn't Mr.
Yes,
Delaney?
yes, Michael.
Yes, Michael. Yes, Michael. So say it again.
Yeah.
Have a drink, Mrs. Delaney. Want some orange juice? Nothing in it. Promise. I gave the boys breakfast, sent them off to school. The kitchen is very neat and very clean. I sent your blouse and slacks to the cleaner. He came by early and... Here. That blouse and slacks are in terrible shape. You must have had a hell of a time last night. Who was he?
You don't remember, do you?
Not really. But unfortunately, Pat Morris called this morning and filled me in on the details. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
I know you are.
Well, to show you how sorry I am, I'll take the day off and we'll go to the beach.
Michael.
I'm a lousy liar. Well, they fired me, Marge. They dumped me, let me go.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just trying to protect you. Every day I left you, I thought I'd come home and be able to say, hey, kid, there's good news and bad news. The good...
Yeah, but why? You're too good. It couldn't have been your work.
Not my work. It's any work. They fired the entire research unit. Now Hollowell is into the exclusive selling of farm machinery.
I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Well, I'm relieved. You know what it's like, going to work every day for 2 years? Nothing to do. You know, we used to sit around and think up hypothetical problems for the computer to solve. Keep from going crazy. The handwriting was on the wall.
That doesn't matter. I love you. I'm your best friend in the world.
I'm your best friend, too.
But don't ever do that again. No more secrets.
No more secrets. Just don't leave me.
Never. Never.
Marge!
Yeah.
A toast. To honesty. Here's to you as good as you are. Here's to me as bad as I am. But as good as you are and as bad as I am, I'm as good as you are. It's an old Irish saying.
Okay, settle down. It's only the zoo. Why? Daddy has to get up. Give him a couple more minutes, okay?
Did you pack the potato chips, Mom?
And the coleslaw.
What do we need all that junk for? We can get hot dogs at the zoo.
You can also get ptomaine poisoning.
Yeah, I like picnics.
So do I.
How come Daddy can take a day off from work? Special holiday for him, too?
Now, why would your daddy want to go to work when he can take his two favorite fellas to the zoo?
Yeah, I'm gonna wake him up.
No, I'll do it. You pack the car.
I don't want any coleslaw.
Pack the car. Michael, aren't you up yet?
Go away.
It's past 11. The kids are waiting. Come on.
Go away.
Get up, Michael.
Go away.
We promised the kids the zoo. Now, come on, get up.
I'm not going to any zoo. Now, get out!
You're a terrific father.
He's not going, is he?
No, he's not.
I knew it! I just knew it!
Yeah.
Once again, I'm speaking in behalf of John Q. Public, who's getting sick and tired of listening to the would-be doomsayers about the downfall of the world's greatest
Go on.
democracy. America is as great, if not greater, than it has always been.
What's so great about it?
Who, apart from the spoiled American...
Get off my sheds. Sit on your own assets, buddy.
The opportunities in our country are just lying in wait for those plain guts to meet the challenge. When has there ever been so keen an interest on the part of the government to create new jobs and programs for the betterment of the people? Where else on earth can a man or woman reach for the stars and come back with a piece of the moon? We must carry on and pass down to our children the essence of our American dream, so that this dream does not become the nightmare of the children.
Where were you?
I went out for a while. I brought you some flowers.
Flowers in May, la-di-da.
Michael, we can't go on like this. We're eating up all our savings.
Well, we have my stocks, and we have my trustees, baby. So what are you worried about?
I looked for a job in weeks. Why, Michael?
Well, they ain't gonna jump the first thing, and everything's below my level.
Then take something lower. Can't you take something lower?
I worked for the Ph.D. after my name. And no doctor is gonna take no funky job.
Well, I'm not that particular. I'm going to get a job.
It's the women's liberation.
It isn't that. We need the money. Besides, I'll get out of your way. Maybe that'll clear the air a little bit.
They are dying for literature majors out there.
I am not stupid, Michael. I can find something.
No wife of mine is going to work.
And nor, obviously, is any husband of mine. Oh!
Hey, Margie. Margie. Hey, I didn't mean it.
Get out of the kitchen.
I just want you to forgive me. Will you forgive me? Listen, I didn't hit you that hard. I never hit you before.
You can't get a job because you drink, and you drink because you can't get a job. And I don't know if you know what you're doing to yourself. Please let me help you.
I just want you to forgive me. Will you just forgive me? That's all I want. I want you to forgive me.
I forgive you. You're not the first man in the world who ever lost a job.
Good job, Marty. my life. My life.
There'll be other space contracts.
Next decade, next century, the people are tired of watching space shots. You can see it on television.
You can find something new.
Just like that.
Yes,
Just like
yes. Men are changing careers all the time. You can too.
You went to college for 7 years and become a lawyer?
Oh, Michael, you're so good at so many things. You can find something.
I'll think of something.
Bad news. Kevin Brown's father's on location in Tucson, Arizona for 2 months, and Mrs. Brown regrets that he will have to cancel his career day appearance at the concert.
Oh, that's too bad.
Find me another actor, quick.
Try Robert Redford.
I'd love to.
Poor Pat. Always volunteering every year for career day. Didn't your mommy ever teach you to say no? Excuse me.
Yes, it's my mother's fault. How's Michael doing in real estate school?
Oh, well, it's only been 2 weeks, but he's doing fine.
Knowing Michael, I'm sure he's running the class.
He's something, isn't he?
I have an idea. Wouldn't Dan be delighted to see Michael standing in front of his class?
You mean Michael give the career day speech?
One scientist, Daddy, coming up. He knows more about it than anybody.
Well, I could ask him. He might. Michael?
He isn't here.
What happened? Class break up early?
What class?
Suppose you tell me.
Well, if it's Tuesday, then it must be escrows. And escrows are boring.
Enough to drive a man to drink.
Real estate ain't my bag, lady. I went to 2 sessions and my PhD began to show. The people depressed me, the professors depressed me, and you are beginning to depress me.
Michael, what are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying to tell you that the teacher picked on me. So I quit.
You quit? Where have you been these nights?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Why in God's name are you doing this? Michael, when are you going to face what you're doing to yourself? You saw what happened to your mother. She died a drunk. She made your life miserable. And now you're making our lives miserable because you're just like she was, a selfish, weak drunk. Don't you ever.
Mommy?
Hey, kid. Mommy and I are just fooling around, right?
You're just fooling around.
Come on, Dad'll tell you bedtime. So when the prince found out, he said to all those crazy people and all those people with long beards and dirty clothes, you're not going to take my kingdom away because nobody takes my kingdom away.
Hooray, Prince!
Hooray, Prince. And so then he went and he got a gun and he got a cannon, and so he killed everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody, just like that. And then he walked on their dead bodies. And he made a speech. He said, nobody takes my kingdom away, and nobody does that to me, because I have worked all my life for what I thought was right. I worked all my life for Prince.
This is an emergency. My husband is having convulsions. Mrs. Michael Delaney, 435 South Walnut. How soon can you be here? Damn it, I said this is an emergency. Thank you, hurry.
Mama? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Carrie's scared. He's crying.
Tell him to go back to bed. Your daddy's all right. Go tell him, honey.
How is he?
If this is the first time, it might scare him. He needs watching. Sedation, vitamins. Call your family doctor as soon as possible. He'll know how to handle the DTs.
Thank you for getting here as soon as you did. I appreciate it very much. He's a very good person. He's worth helping.
I'm sure he is. Good night.
Name's Michael Delaney, folks. And I'm not a joiner. Clubs are for the weak. That is why they call them anonymous. There is Gamblers Anonymous. There is Fat Anonymous. And child abuse. I don't think child abusers have a club. Let's see what else. Anonymous, anonymous. Yes, we have sewing circles. Yes, Knitters Anonymous. You want a drink, they come over and sew up your bottle. How about Wives Anonymous? You tire of the one you got, you call the alcoholics. They send you another one. Hopefully. Why don't you sign me up for a knitting circle?
Lay off, will you?
Call it Knitters Anonymous. Feel like taking a drink, somebody comes over and knits with you.
I am going out.
What for?
For your birthday party. Happy birthday, Dan.
Make a wish, Daddy.
Yeah, well, I wish for the strength to blow out this mess of candles.
Bravo! You go get the ice cream. Okay, hurry up.
Birthday cakes are a bore.
Happy 42nd, old buddy.
And here's to number 43, Michael.
Well, don't count on it. Old Daddy didn't make it to 43, so why should I? Out of respect for dear old Daddy.
Please, Michael.
It's only wine, sweetheart. Poor old Dada. He worked so hard, and he was so earnest, but he was poor, poor, poor. Not for the lack of trying. It wasn't the money. It was my mother's drinking problem that brought about the untimely death of dear old Daddy. Or was it his death that brought on Mommy's drinking problem? I never did get it right.
Anne, you want to cut the cake? Oh, yes.
How did your game go today, Mommy?
I got here too late to play. Your daddy's not feeling very well.
When's he gonna be better? Is he still coming to my school tomorrow?
He's coming. I've got it all set up. You and I are going to be there to root for him.
You sure he won't be sick tomorrow?
I don't think so, do you?
Well, guess not.
Alcoholism is a progressive disease which, if not treated, drives its victims into an abyss of either insanity or death. The family must adopt a sympathetic, constructive attitude.
It's almost 10. They want to start on time. Let's go.
Constructive, sympathetic attitude, that is the key. It will pay off dividends, for alcoholics respond gratefully to warmth and understanding.
You ready?
You look a little tired. Come on.
Marjorie, Michael, thank goodness you're here. Dan was upset that you missed the preliminaries.
Sorry, Pat, we were held up.
We're in room 207.
Where's the men's room?
Men's room. It's down the hall that way. And 207 is that way.
Kid really needs to hear about your teeth. And there's just one more thought. One of the peculiar aspects of being a dentist is that we spend our entire lives trying to make our profession obsolete. I mean, the more advanced and definitive our research, the fewer cavities and the fewer the dentists. But setting aside this paradox, all of your children, I'm sure, are aware of the importance of dental hygiene. I mean, you couldn't hope to make a career as a dentist and be careless about your own health. The profession of dentistry is a dignified and a worthwhile career, I think.
Michael!
Children, our aircraft specialist is going to be just a little bit late. Perhaps he had some engine trouble. So why don't we just skip ahead? I have some posters I'd like to show you. Oh, here he is. And now, children, Dan Delaney's father, Mr. Michael Delaney. Everything you ever wanted to know about the aerospace industry, and Mr. Delaney does know everything.
Yeah, these are, well, they used to be rockets. You put a fire under there and they go up. The speech. What I know about the aerospace industry by Michael Delaney. The aerospace agency is composed of people who fly rockets. And you go to school for about 100 years. Give or take a year or two. Then you marry the boss's daughter. You meet an influential friend. And that's what I know about the Aerospace Agency. So I thank you for your time. And now everybody go out and steal hubcaps or whatever you do.
I hate you. I hate you.
That's my son. He hates me. And there goes my wife, who ain't too fond of me either. And here go I. Not one of my best speeches. Where's the kid?
What do you care about anything? Dan.
It's okay, Mom. You don't have to explain.
Well, sweetheart, I want you to know that he...
I know, Mom.
I just don't want you to...
I don't hate him, Mom. Not really.
Well, as you get older, Dan, you'll understand that
Mom,
sometimes you just...
I don't hate him. But I don't like him either. I don't like the things he does. What he did today was awful. But I don't hate him. Mom?
Yes?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hiya, lady.
Hi.
Where the hell have you been?
Who are these people?
They're friends of mine. Want a sandwich?
Haven't you done enough for one day?
I'm making sandwiches for my friends. Maybe you'd like to go out by yourself, but I like company.
The boys asleep?
Huh?
Where are the children?
What do they look like?
Oh,
They are at the Morrises.
get these people, whoever they are, out of here.
Who's she, old buddy? Who are you? I'm Lou. This is Marjoram.
Hey, Sophie. Sophie, this is Marjoram.
Butter. Michael, I really call the police.
Mike! Butter! No one butter.
Sweetheart, where's Pat?
They went to the movies. They told Dad and Johnny to babysit.
Is Dan asleep?
No.
What's the matter, Carrie?
I wet the bed.
Well, that's okay. A guy has to slip once in a while. Where's Dan?
It's in the kitchen.
I'll be right up.
Reward time. Dan! What are you boys doing?
Go upstairs, Dan.
Johnny, go to bed.
Can't tell you how sorry I am. It scares me seeing them imitating us like that.
Marjorie, they're not imitating us. Johnny would never have done that. He was just going along with Dan.
I hate to ask this, but Michael has some... would it be all right if I stayed the night, too?
Of course you can stay.
Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm terribly sorry.
Marge, you need help. Legal help.
Legal help?
Yeah. Perhaps I could...
Jack, you can't handle this. We're friends. We're too involved in it.
Wait a minute, Pat.
Marjorie, why don't you talk about it? It'll make you feel better. Why don't we all sit down and talk about this?
Pat, as long as I'm going to be seeing a lawyer, I'll save the tedious details for him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go take care of my boys.
Be a good girl, Mrs. Delaney. Cool. Take the kids. Leave town for a while. As soon as my process server bags them, you're in business. I'll serve him with a restraining order. Immediate court action? That's when we hit him with the financial terms.
It all sounds so cold.
Relax, Mrs. Delaney. You'll get your legal separation. We'll really go to work on this bum.
He's not a bum. He's an alcoholic.
And another thing. This isn't legal aid. My fee is $500. I don't move without a retainer.
I don't think I like you, Mr. DeMora. But I guess you're all I can afford.
Well, you don't have to like me. Just hope I get the job done.
I've endorsed this household check from Michael. He sold the last of our stocks. I'll send you the rest as soon as I find a job.
Well, good luck. And remember, get out of town fast.
Hey, hold it. All right. Where you going?
Get in the car, boy.
Let's go. Wait.
Let go.
Come on, where you go?
Don't you?
Nobody's leaving.
Run!
No,
Run,
come
boy.
on, that's it. Come in, John.
Get!
Nobody's
Harry, go! Run! Hurry up! We're just going for a couple of days. Just till you get yourself straight. No, give me this. Give me my purse, you kid. Give it to me. Don't you dare. Hold us back.
Margie.
Stop fooling with that thing. It's broken. You'll only let in more hot air.
I'm boiling.
Well, that makes two of us. Carrie, put your seatbelt back on.
Daddy's gonna miss us.
Yeah, he's probably too drunk to care.
Dan, now your daddy is a very sick man. He doesn't mean to do the things he does. You've got to understand that, do you?
He wasn't like that before.
No, he wasn't. He's very sick.
But why don't we stay home and take care of him?
Because we need to let him have some time alone. I am not doing this to punish him.
But who's gonna take care of him?
Well, your daddy's a big boy. He'll take care of himself.
How do you know you can find a job? You've never worked before.
Who, me? Talented Tilly?
Yeah.
Well, I raised you fellas. That makes me a genius. Read some more of those ads.
Hey, this one sounds like you. Wanted, girl. A1 personality, good legs, no nudity. Learn latest dance steps.
Who thinks I'm a great dancer?
Not me.
Not me. You got good legs, though.
I brainwashed you pretty good.
Lady, that transmission's shot. Now, I can fix it for you for about $300.
300?
We're high, but we're here.
Well, I don't have $300.
That's your problem, lady.
Yeah, I know. Can I leave it here a couple days to see if I can come up with it?
Sure.
You better put a for sale sign on it in case I don't.
You got it.
Oh, boys, will you get our stuff out of the car?
Well, lady, you need a place to stay?
Without a car, I sure do.
You go on up the road, the Embassy Motor Courts. Clean, low rates.
The Embassy?
And tell them Roy Jessup sent you. They'll give you a real low rate.
Roy.
I'll see you around, honey.
You've got my keys. Come on. Here we go. Might as well unpack. Haven't you served him yet?
He's fast on his feet. He's been on a real toot since you left, Mrs. Delaney. Smashed a couple of windows. I hear your front yard looks like the city dump. You got a real PR job to do on your neighbors when this is over.
Then find him. That's your job, Mr. DeMora.
Not anymore, lady. That check you endorsed from your husband, it bounced.
Wait! I'll get you the money.
Hey. What are you doing home so early? I quit. They were pinching instead of tipping. What are you doing up so late? Uh-huh. I bet you were watching television, right? You haven't even taken your bath. Now get going. And I'm going to check your homework. 2 points for the desert. The shirts dry faster. I'm going to look at your multiplication.
Poem to My Dad by Dan Delaney. I think we're losing you, and there's nothing I can do. Don't you care anymore? Can't you be my father anymore? I'm scared of all the stuff that you drink, and the strange way you talk and think. You make my mom sad and cry. I think she's afraid you're gonna die. Please don't leave us lonely and sad. I don't want to hide from you, Dad.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, I'm right next door. I thought you might want to come on over and have a drink with me.
I got enough right here, thanks.
Oh, come on.
My kids don't like late parties, sorry.
Well, actually, I was thinking just you and me.
You want me to call the manager?
Sure. I'm the manager. I'll see you around.
He busted the man's jaw. End of story, Mrs. Delaney. You're nowhere. That money you sent goes to pay for the hospital bill.
Please, you've got to try again. I can't stay away much longer.
Sue me. Get me more money and forget it.
Where are you? And the boys are with you? Just hold on, Jack is here. It's Marjorie. She needs money from us.
Hello, Marjorie.
It's not for me, Jack. It's the lawyer. He won't move. He's sitting on his hands. I thought maybe you could help me.
Marjorie, as a friend, I'm naturally concerned about you and the boys. You know that. But I can't mix in. Michael is violent.
He was here last night. He threatened me, insisted I knew where you were. I had to call the police. It's a mess.
Look, it's not the money. Try to understand. I have my family to protect.
Thank you, Jack.
Where are you going?
Don't answer the door to anybody.
Don't talk. Now you just listen. Michael, do you hear me? Don't do this to me anymore. I want you to stop this. Are you listening?
Margie,
Michael.
stop, please. I've stopped. I am not drunk. I haven't had a drink. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
I went to see a psychiatrist, Dr. Lazaro. I want you to come home.
I miss you so terribly, darling. I miss you.
Me too.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Come on, tell me.
I'm just scared.
Don't be. Mom's gonna take care of it. Now go back to sleep.
Damn it.
What?
I went to bed again.
Come on, let's change the sheets before Mom gets back.
Boys, we're going home.
Mr. Delaney, would you excuse us for a few moments? Before I see your husband alone, there's something I'd like to say to you. I feel you were very brave in coming back to your husband, Mrs. Delaney. It's not your duty to stay with Michael. With 2 young children, it might even be terribly destructive. He's a desperately ill man. I can't force him to go to AA. I'll do my best to work with him. It'll have to be at least 3 times a week.
I see. Is there anything I could be doing?
I'll have to spend some time with him first before I can answer that. All right. Mr. Delaney, will you come in now, please?
How did it go?
swimmingly.
I'm so glad you like Dr. Lazarus.
Yeah, he's a nice man with a tall order.
Hello, Pat.
Marge.
Would you like a taste? It's delicious. It's wine flavored. You'll love it. Sir, would you like a taste?
Thank you.
Nice to see you again, Pat.
Happy New Year, Frank.
Mr. Delaney, just a minute, please. Mr. Delaney?
What is it, Frank?
Mr. Delaney, just a minute.
What do you want?
I'm sorry, I can't let you use the course today.
Hey, listen, I didn't make a reservation. It's all right. There ain't that many people out there.
I'm sorry, those are my orders.
Hey, you don't give orders. Me, Tarzan. You're a hired help, baby.
Mr. Delaney, just a minute.
Mr. Delaney, get with you, Mr.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
Dad? Dad? Are you okay?
Go away. Please go away. Hey, kids. Hey. Danny, Carrie, come here. I want to talk to you. Dad wants to talk to you. Come on. Put a towel on you, kids. Go. Come here, baby. Daddy is going to make a New Year's resolution.
What's the resolution, Daddy?
Well, it means what your father is going to try to do. What your father is going to do in the new year. There will be no more of that funny oranges. There will be no more misunderstandings between Mommy and me. Because I love your mother, and she loves me. And we love the both of you. So, there's going to be a happy new year for all of us, right? Okay?
Okay, Daddy.
Okay, Daddy. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
To a very happy new year.
Thank you. At least we've got the bubbles.
At least we have the bubbles.
I like it.
You like what?
Just the tube.
Me too. All right, I will spread the cheese. And you pop the cork on a brand new vintage bottle of ginger ale.
I don't think there is any more.
Michael Delaney to the rescue.
Where are you going?
Don't go away. That old Chuck every year a bottle of cheap wine.
I don't
It's
think we
only
should.
wine. It is only wine, darling. They serve it in church. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Wine.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get some more. No.
Without me. You always said I couldn't keep up with you, but I'm gonna try. You're not making any sense.
Dollars, my dear, not cents. I want that check from the club. They do not want me as a member, so they owe me a refund. They says they put it in the mail. Where is the check?
Talking about what? Check.
Where is it?
I don't know about any checks. What? I swear it. Why would I hide it? We're keeping dead as it is. Everything we have is forged. If I had it, you think I'd give it to you, you stinking drunk? You stinking drunk! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out of here! And stay out! Morning, boy.
We made our own breakfast.
Good for you.
Daddy was here.
He left.
Dad, there was a check in here.
He took it.
Okay, come on, Pamela. Let's go.
I can't think of nothing.
That's okay, lady. I've been there myself. Come on. Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Shh. No, I don't. I don't want to do it. I'm just tired. Tired, I don't want to. Pull a plug in. Go down the train.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Delaney. Perhaps I was remiss. I should have called you. Michael only showed up for 2 sessions.
And he always said how well it was going. He even said he was one of your best patients.
Well, that's typical of Michael. See, he feels that he's more superior than the world thinks he is.
Well, he's an extremely bright man. He's really gifted.
The fact is, he feels terribly inadequate.
Michael?
Yes. And he's a perfectionist. That's an unbearable condition with no solution.
Have I failed him?
In Michael's head, the world has failed him, and he cannot tolerate an imperfect world. You must face a terrible truth, Mrs. Delaney. Michael wants to die. He will die. A smash-up, suicide, or if he's really unlucky, later, from starvation. Now, this might sound cruel, but it must be said. First, his liver will cease to function. His nose will hemorrhage. The vessels of his stomach fill, explode. From what you've told me of his poor, tortured body, the process has already begun. I feel you should institutionalize him. There's nothing more you can do at home to help him.
He's in a very bad way, Mrs. Delaney. I think you better come and get him. Yes, ma'am. I will.
Mr. Ramirez?
If your husband has property, legal aid can't be involved. I'm sorry. You'll have to convince him to sell the house. See that it's sold. Your lawyer will go after the money, I assure you.
I can't wait. That takes months. I'm afraid for my children. I have to have legal protection.
There are a lot of truly unfortunate people waiting to see me, Mrs. Delaney. I am sorry. That's the reality of the situation.
I have no money.
But your husband owns property. There's nothing I can do.
Hey. Margie. Margie.
You really like it. Oh, don't forget your napkin.
Too bad we're losing you, Marge. It's a real break for you. You really moved up fast.
That's me. Onwards and upwards, just like the food prices, Joe.
Charge it.
Michael, be reasonable. At least listen to me.
Oh, hospital!
Let me in and let me talk to you about it.
I don't talk to you. I don't talk about any hospital.
I know a man who does this kind of job. I'll set it up. They'll come and get him.
Isn't tomorrow a little too soon?
No, the sooner the better.
All right. Only, could you please have them come while the children are at school?
Of course.
Thank you.
Where are you going? Oh, God. Do you have to put that on him? He's out cold.
This is procedure, ma'am. When they first come around, they can't be difficult. Will you be riding back with us?
No, I'll follow. Boys, why don't you sit down for a minute? Before you go out and play, I want to talk to you.
Oh, Mom, what's the matter?
It's something very important you both should know.
It's about Dad, isn't it?
Yes, it's about your daddy.
Where is he?
When a person drinks, he doesn't always drink because he wants to. Sometimes there's something bothering him, and he has to drink. Where do you go when you break your leg?
You go to the doctor or the hospital.
Yeah, you go to the hospital. Your daddy went to the hospital today. We're going to help him.
So he doesn't get drunk anymore.
Don't ever say that about your father. He has a problem, and he's trying to help himself, and while we're in this house, we will respect him. Now go on out and play.
Here.
You were there only 30 days. That's not enough time. Why did they release you?
Good behavior. Not one visit from my faithful wife.
I thought you'd be better off without me. I thought you'd get better faster. I was constantly in touch with the staff.
You didn't get a package. For a piece of cheese, you get that free.
If they ever gave me the slightest idea they were letting you go.
Gone but not forgotten. I am on the honor system. I report to the Yoko Locals once a week. Is that fair?
No, it's inexcusable. They had no right. You're drinking already.
They need the beds, and I prefer my bed here.
You have to go back, Michael. It's too late.
I
to
am
go
forgotten
back.
here, but I am not gone from...
You need more time. I'll go with you. I'll explain to the doctors you have
I'm
to go.
staying here.
I am leaving here on Friday.
Who gave you permission to sell this house?
Your conservator.
Who's that?
Me. Michael, I did what I had to do. You were incapable of making decisions. Dr. Lazaro testified to that in court. I had a lawyer such as he was. The house was sold at a good price. It's a seller's market.
I went to real estate school and you became the authority.
I put your share of the money in trust.
Tough broad, Maggie. Tough broad, Maggie.
I have to finish packing tonight. I don't want any trouble, Michael.
I won't give you any trouble. closer to the nets, Mrs. Delaney. Mrs. Delaney! Hey! Hey, up there! Nice work. Hey, you! Wake up! Someday, my dear, all this. Will be yours. Goodbye, slut! Goodbye! Come on, just you and me, baby. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on. I don't need this. Goodbye, slut! Swindler! Home stealer! Sell my house. Margie. What?
Yes. Mrs. Delaney, this is Rachel. I'm Michael's friend.
Yes?
He's in the hospital. He's dying. Can you come?
I've been so great at luck.
Filled my days so proudly. The pain, the calm, the content.
Hello.
Michael. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael. Those wasted years, the unrhymed poems of children's tears, all swept away the yesterday. sensitive, passionate man? Am I left standing alone in a place where no place is a home?